Assalamu alaikum students, this is your course instructor Rao Aisha Sadiq from Department of English, University of Southern Punjab, Multan. So dear student, in today's lecture, we will be exploring Zulfikar Ghosh poem titled as Disturbed Nights. This piece is rich with imagery, tension, and social insight. And in today's lecture, we will analyze it in depth from its narrative structure to its symbolic meaning. Student Zulfikar Ghosh is a Pakistani-born poet, novelist, and critic who later settled in the West. He is known for blending autobiography, observation, and social commentary in his writings. His works often explore the alienation of modern life, the disorientation of migration, the psychological depth behind ordinary events. So, student, Disturbed Nights is a perfect example of how he transforms everyday moments into meaningful, reflective commentary. Disturbed Nights describes 2 nights within 1 year when the narrator is awakened by the sound of an ambulance siren in his neighborhood. Instead of treating this event as a routine, the narrator responds with anxiety, imagination, suspense, and curiosity. The poem is not simply about an ambulance, it's about how modern life constantly unsettles us, even in our most private spaces. If we see the opening scene of this poem, the siren Ghosh opens with telling us this in the second time in 12 months that a neighbor has summoned an ambulance. Immediately, we feel routine being disrupted. The phrase dark human night sets a damp, tense atmosphere that narrator imagines an incident is far away. The narrator is a man drunk driving or young boy speeding recklessly. This shows how our minds are shaped by media. We assume the worst because newspapers conditions tells us to expect a tragedy. This is an early critique of fear-driven modern imagination. For the second time, uh, uh, when the narrator again tells about his incidents, at first he has arrived thought the distant siren as usual of some emergency across the valley and imagine an incident in which a man driving home late from a bar has crossed plunged into a oncoming truck or young boys in a jeep, beer cans in hand and shouting along with thumping rock music have lost control at an unexpectedly sharp bend in the road. For these are the morning papers headlines telling of a night's disaster. At one post came milk in a measured portion of granola and reads of unnecessary deaths, but then the neighborhood dogs begin to howl as if the siren, very loud now, stabbed their ears, and I run out and see the elm tree lit up by the approaching headlights and then the whole front yard illuminated. For the second time, the white light dazzles, then alternate red and blue flashes make the firing ahead across many eyes. So, students, in this stanza, the dogs begin to howl, the phrase stab their ears, and the thumping rock music add intensity and noise. The narrator rushes outside and sees red and blue ambulance lights, the yard illuminated, white flashes making him blink. It almost feels like a stage performance, harsh, unnatural, and dramatic. Ghosh is turning a normal street into a scene of spectacle. The ambulance is slowing down, approaching his house. The first man it came, I stood behind a Fetonia hedge I've trimmed up and fertilized in the spring to make it grow protectively thick and watch the paramedics walks up to the neighbor's front door like late dinner guests. They remained inside a long time and I waited in my garden. First ambulance incident. In this first incident, the narrator hides behind the hedge. He watches paramedics enter the neighbor's house. They stay inside for a long time, creating suspense. The hedge in the line symbolizes emotional distance. The observer versus participants divide. Our desire to watch but not to get involved. The narrator is like the reader, is curious but hesitant. The continuously flashing beams of the ambulance making the front of my house a stage where electricians tested a lighting effect before a performance. A paramedic returned to the ambulance and wheeled a stretcher in the house. Just I have one scene in the same driveway, the UPS man while a large package to the door. So student lighting effects. Ghost describes the ride as if electricians are testing its effect. This comparison suggests that tragedy in modern life often feels like a show where we are spectators rather than helpers. A paramedic returns to bring a stretcher, but the narrator sees nothing clearly. The UPS man delivering a package parallels the stretcher. Both are deliveries, both are routine. One in a life, the other may be the death. This contrast shows the banality of emergencies in an urban life. But this second time, I watched two paramedics go inside the next neighbor's house, return to the ambulance, and then back to the house. Repeatedly, thrice, they walk with heads bowed like I have seen counter-tax appraisers do, walking out of their white utility van parked in the street, going to the house to settle a question of value. Second ambulance incident, this time it is different. Two paramedics go inside the neighbor's house, then to the ambulance, then to the next neighbor's house. This repetition 3 times builds tension. They walk with bowed heads, suggesting seriousness of the matter. The comparison Ghost makes to country tax appraisers is brilliant. It shows how detached, emotionless, and procedural they may appear, as if tragedy is just another job. The narrator is unsure whether to go back inside or stay outside. He chooses again to hide behind the hedge. This repeated behavior reinforces his helpless curiosity. They haven't yet come out for the stretcher. I should go in. The ambulance is parked right across from my drive, and the flashing red and blue beams hurt my eyes, but I stay outside, taking up a stand behind the Futurnia hedge and wait to see if the paramedics, when next they come out, will not just drive away, but it's a long, tense wait. In the ending scene, the long, tense wait, the narrator waits to see if paramedics will bring the stretcher out. He wonders if they will simply drive away. This ending captures uncertainty, fear, curiosity, the emotional weight of the unknown. So, student, this poem ends without telling us what happened. This open ending reflects life itself. We often never know the full story of others' tragedies. If we explore the themes of this poem, the very dominant one is anxiety and fear. This poem revolves around the emotional disturbance caused by a siren. Modern life constantly triggers fear because we are exposed to news of accidents, crimes, and disasters. The narrator's imagination jumps instantly to the worst case scenario. Then we see curiosity versus helplessness. The narrator hides yet watches. He wants to know, but he doesn't want to interfere. This reflects how urban life has created emotional distance among neighbors. Then, that as an invisible presence. We feel the presence of death throughout the poem, even though it's never confirmed. The stretcher, the board head, the flashing lights, the tension in the air, together they make that feel close but unseen. Another theme is the media influence. Newspaper headlines about accidents shape the narrator's imagination. The scene critiques how modern media creates a world of fear and sensationalism. Then we see isolation in modern communities. No neighbor comes out, no one asks questions, no one helps, everyone is hidden behind doors or hedges. This isolation is symbolic of modern disconnected neighborhoods. If we see the imagery and symbolism, that extremely vivid imagery, red and blue beams symbolize emergency, urgency, chaos. The howling of dogs is instinctive reaction to danger. Hedge symbolize boundary between involvement and distance. Flashing lights like electricians. Life becomes theatrical, artificial. Stretchers stands for silent symbol of mortality. These images create a cinematic quality, making the reader feel the tension visually. If we see the tone and the mood, the tone of the poem is suspenseful, observant, anxious, reflective, and the mood is tense and unsettling. We as a reader feel mentally disturbed, just like the narrator. Ghosh has used several literary devices. Some key literary devices that he has used include imagery, strong visual effects, similes like electricians, symbolism, hedges, stretchers, lights, repetitions of ambulance, coming to ice paramedics movement, contrast, everyday life versus emergency. These devices strengthen the poem's emotional and psychological impact. If we see some critical aspects of this poem, critically, the poem exposes several aspects of modern life. Emotional numbness, we are becoming spectators to tragedies, not participants. We see alienation, neighbors remain strangers, people avoid involvement even during emergencies. We see the psychological vulnerability. Even the smallest disruption, silent lie, dogs can trigger deep fear among us. The poetry of ordinary life. Zulfikar turns a simple event into a complex reflection on life, death, society, and fear. His skill lies in making the mundane meaningful. The analysis of the poem reflects that the poem is a powerful representation of the psychological fragmentation, social alienation, and a mental unrest experienced by a modern individual in an industrial, fast-paced world. Using a first-person narrator and a modernist stream of consciousness technique, Ghosh portrays how a simple sound, the siren of an ambulance, trigger a flood of thought, fears, and memories that reveal the fractured psyche of contemporary human beings. The narrator's reaction to the ambulance illustrates the inaction and passivity of modern people. He stays behind a hedge, observing instead of participating, symbolizing how individuals in modern society have become detached, disconnected, isolated from one another. Student, this lack of involvement reflects a deeper social alienation where humans no longer engage meaningfully with their surroundings. The poem critiques the destructive effects of industrialization and technical advancement. Although inventions like automobiles and ambulances are meant to improve life, they have simultaneously increased accidents, chaos, and danger. The repeated siren in the poem symbolizes the constant crises and emergencies of modern existence. Ghosh connects this with the broader idea that human beings in pursuit of modernity have abandoned nature and moral stability, that resulting in emotional confusion, chaos, and spiritual decay. Symbols that he has used, such as the bar, beer cans, and reckless young drivers, depict escapism, loss of purpose, and the moral decline of the youth. He suggests that modern individuals, overwhelmed by pressures and responsibilities, try to escape through distractions, yet only fail deeper into alienation. The poem also criticizes the role of media, especially newspapers, in shaping the fearful and fragmenting mindsets. The narrator immediately associates the siren with unnecessary deaths because news coverage constantly floods the mind with negativity and disaster, contributing to the psychological disturbance. Imagery such as the elm trees lighting up and the wild dazzling light and the alternating red and blue flashes symbolizes the human mind struggle between clarity and confusion. These images highlight how modern people regain awareness only when confronted with danger and when overwhelming stimuli can push them towards emotional breakdown. Overall, the poem Disturbed Nights is a modern masterpiece exposing the mental, emotional, and the social crisis of technologically driven post-industrial humanities. Ghosh demonstrates how alienation, fragmentation, and isolation have become defining features of modern man, creating individuals who are surrounded by others yet feel profoundly alone. So student, this is all about our today's lecture. Read the text, analyze it, and find different interpretation of the same poem. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.